So I forgot to turn the camera on, but I can show you what I just did. That's a bit annoying. So what I have is, I've got a few of these from all the journals. They're different sizes. It's just a piece of scrap paper, basically the size of the cover of the journal, length, the height of the journal, and then I just mark at regular intervals where I want my holes to be. It has to be an odd number in this case, and I put a mark, and on the back of my cover here I measure the center, and then I fold it in half like that and put it like that, and I put a little mark across. Well, I put a mark, and then I get my ruler and I rule across, and then I divide the sides. This is 1 inch wide, so of course that's a 1/2 inch mark, and that's from there to there is just over 1/4 inch, and that one there to there is just over 1/4 inch, and then I do that all the way down, and then I get my awl, whoops, preferably not with tulle attached to it, and I poke the holes where I've marked. Once I've done that, and I do that on the other side, so it's not on the good side, then I get my signatures. I organize the pages. How I normally do that is I've got my punch cradle, and I got this from Witchcraft Do You Do, an online store. I put my signature in, and then I just go through and wiggle the pages, decide where I want them to be. Once I'm happy with that all the way to the center, I push the center down a little bit, and I get my big paper clips and just do that so it holds it all nicely, and I put one on that side as well. Then I get this. Now this is going to be a little bit longer than the actual pages because the cover is just a little bit bigger than all the pages, and I put it there. I open it up and I push my awl in, and it will make the holes all the way down, just, you know, go straight through. It will make all the holes nicely where I want them. So now we're all up to speed. I'm just going to put one of the signatures in because it's the same principle for all of them. Now, where did I put it? I was just getting my thread ready, and then I realized I hadn't turned the camera on again. So I have some waxed thread. This waxed thread is actually from Baby Craft. I got a whole pack of different color wax threads. Very good value. So it's 3 and a bit times the length. So it's 3, and we'll say half. So that's where I'm going to cut it. Get my big needle. It's always exciting coming to the end of a journal. Seeing it all come together, hopefully. Okay, now you can have the threads on the inside if you want to, or, which I kind of prefer this, well, it depends, I guess, on mood. Take it from the outside so you won't see the loose threads. If you want to attach decorative pieces, then put it on the inside. So I usually hold my book the same angle as the punch cradle is. That way the needle generally comes through quite easily. So I'm going like that. Don't take it all the way through. And you can go either way. putting the papers on that angle again, finding where my hole is, and bringing it back through. Being careful to make sure you keep it in the same line. See how there's three signatures going in, so you want to keep on that first line. And then we're going to, there's a lot of moving around of things when you're putting signatures in. Take it into that last one. And putting it on an angle again and taking it through. Just make sure you don't pull the thread all the way through. You need a little tail. Alright, once we come through, we're going to go back into this one here. So we came out there, we went in there, we came out of here, and now we're going back into this same one again. Like that. Turn it over. Now we're going to skip the center one and bring it over here on that first line, putting your pages on an angle. Sometimes it's a bit tricky to see what you're doing. There we go. Especially without getting your head under the camera. Alright, now then back through the top one here, putting it on the angle. It's always easier to get it through if it's on the same angle as what you made the holes. Then back through this one, same way we did it last time. Like that. And then through that center one again. Okay, and so that's the first one done, almost. We're going to carefully just pull it so that it's nice and tight. Turn it over and check, because sometimes you might get a loop or something. You don't want that happening. So keeping it nice and tight. I've got my threads on either side of the center piece. Like that. Like that. And like that. And then cut them short. And so that's our first signature into our journal. If you've got like little puckers from the paper where it's been punched through, just flick them over with your finger. It's quite alright. And then I'm going to do the other two. The middle one is just the paper bag, but I will still sew that into the center there. And then I'll put the next one in, and then I'll come back. Alright, so they're all stitched in like that. Nice and secure. I'm going to leave those. Am I going to leave those on? No, I can take those off now. Right, much smaller without all the tags and things in there. Now we're going to attach it to the outer cover. And firstly though, we need some ties. I don't know if this is big enough. This is just vintage fabric pieces. I wonder, there might be enough there. Okay, let me just move that. It's easy to forget to put your ties on. About there. And about there, I'm thinking. Yes, let's see if I can straighten that up. No, I need to cut that. Sometimes they rip, sometimes they don't. Let's have a look. It's got little polka dots on it. It's a really nice little fabric I found thrifting. So it does fray a little bit, but it's so, well, actually it matches Christmas because it looks like little, you know, the polka dots are resembling the snow, I guess, for those places that snow. Okay, so I can put one on the back. There, I might just fold it. So that one can go there. Actually, we want to make sure it's just above where that pocket is, just for ease of sewing on. So we'll put that one there. Where's the other one? There we go. Fold that one over. Put that one. Measuring where it is. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got to make sure with this one that I do it in the right spot, because the where's that clip gone? I thought I got two. Oh, there. I have to fix this one, so let's just make sure that's going to go in far enough. Yep. Okay, I might just stitch those two on first so that I don't have to worry. I'm just going to do a little a straight stitch. I'll be back. Okay. Okay. If you're making cover like this, put your jewellery on last, because it can get in the way of the sewing machine if you're using a sewing machine. If you're just going to glue it, then it should be fine. And they look pretty much the same. Okay, so now putting that in, closing it up like that, and getting it fairly straight. And then what I want to do is using some paper clips, just holding that spine where I want it to be, and the same on the other end here. Right, so that should be all right. And now I'm going to hold it up like that. That looks like it's nice and straight. Yep, okay. Hold one side up like this. Get the glue that you're going to be using. I'm using my Helmars 450 quick dry. And I'm going to put glue along the edge of the spine there, around the sides. Oh, where does it come to? Comes to that line. Okay. The edge there. Like that. And some in the middle. Like that. And then press it down. Like that, and flip it over and do the same on this side. I'm just going to find out, okay, so it covers that grey stripe, so I know where it's going to be, and I want to make sure it's in the right position, like that. Okay, and do the same thing. Okay. Just lining that up and pressing it down as I do it. Any glue, you can give it glue a little bit of a rub and it'll peel right off if you get any where you don't want it. Okay. Seems to be alright. Yes. Now I can remove these. You'll notice there is no glue in that spine there. That is a hollow spine, and by doing that, that helps your book to lay flatter. If I had glued that part, it would the pages would stick up more. I always like to use this method if it's more than one signature. So that's done. Now I'm going to, where possible, on my sewing machine, I'm going to run a straight stitch all along the outer edge on the three sides. If I can't get past this, I'll just skip that little bit. Because I have random stitching in different places, it's not going to look odd. And I'll do the same on the back there as well. Just less than 1/4 of an inch usually. And I'll be back once I've done that and I'll show you. So that has been done, and now I'm just going to go around and trim any threads off. Listen to the jewel didn't get in the way, so that was nice. Always nice when things work out. I've got little threads hanging, but that's okay. They're hanging all the way through the journal. Okay, I think that's it. The journal is put together now. Now I have to just go through and put all the tags and things in, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what the finished journal looks like. Alright, so here is the finished journal. This is the original cover I made. I've used my design team package from Lavish Laces to make this journal. So I have the paper line that came with it, which I've used a good chunk of, to be honest. It's called The Astrologist. I only have a little bit left now, a few pages, and those ones there. And all the laces and the appliques come from Lavish Laces. The fabrics are not from Lavish Laces or the jewels. So let's have a look. This journal measures, I think it's 8 by 4.5 with a 1-inch spine. It has 88 pages, that's front and back. It is a Christmas themed journal, but it's not over the top Christmassy. So this is the inside of the cover with the beautiful laces and appliques. This is our lovely little flower we made and a tag. So I'll take some out, I won't take them all out. So I'll just flick through, because if you've watched the whole process, you know what's going on. There's lots of place for writing or drawing or sticking things down. There's lots of tuck spots for putting bits and pieces in during December. It's a little tuck spot. I haven't filled every tuck spot or every little thing because you need places to put things. You can add your own, of course. So we have a tag here with a lovely mother of pearl button in the center of that die cut. Lots of stitching on the pages. These are the printables from the paper cameo. I also inked silver around the edge of those. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but I just thought that added a little bit more silver to the journal. That's just a frame, and I've just used some paper and backed it, put it in there. Of course you could put whatever you want in there. I just wanted to fill it. That's that very old sticker that I told you about. I love the way that looks because it's scuffed up a little bit and it looks vintagey. We have stamping, and that was the stamp set also from Lavish Laces. It's called Cosmo Tickets. I used a few of those within the journal. Our little collages. And some calligraphy paper there. And of course there's little paint splatters throughout the journal. Little flowers with silver glitter. Oh, that lace, that was my own, that one. I found some stars that I had in my stash, so I put those there and just added some threads at the top, made a little pocket here. I've used the trim from Lavish Laces and the paper cameo digital. Beautiful ledger papers are from Lavish Laces, along with the little bits of book paper, my last little bits of the rag book paper that she has. And she has these in her store. Another little tag there, all backed. And a couple more tags. Got little snowflake punch outs throughout the journal also, and little scrappy collages. The journal has 2 full signatures, and it has a paper bag in the center in there. You can write in there, of course, and they have 2 large tags. This is a Lavish Laces as well. It did not come in my design package, but it's still from Lavish Laces. That's my own fabric ruffle. And there's another little tag in that frame there as well, with just an offcut of the one of the laces folded and stapled on there. Some paint splatters, and another large tag here, and that is the printable, once again from the paper cameo, and some vintage trim that I really love. And it actually, it's a nice stopper at the top there as well. So just touches of silver throughout the journal. It's not overly overdone. You could use this sort of thing as a December daily. It's got 88 pages, so you could probably, you know, use it for a couple of years if you wanted to. You don't even have to use a full page for a day, do you? I mean, not everybody does something every day in December. I know I don't, so that's why mine lasts me quite a while. There's the little flowers we made. I think they're really sweet, and I did put the leaves behind them. I glittered the center. Another star. Beautiful lace. Another tag. That's just some old rickrack that I thrifted. And that's the center there. That's a little tuck spot, so you can tuck something under it. Another tag. Another tuck spot. Little scraps of paper that were left, just stuck on the edge of the page. Oh, here we go. This is some typing. I got the typewriter out and typed some little Christmas words there that you can cut off. So there's 2 of each, and you just cut them off and use it in your journaling or whatever you want to do with that. That was fun, using the typewriter again. And 2 more tags there. And then another tag at the end, along with an embossed paper bag, which is empty, but that's always handy to have a little bag to put receipts and things like that in. So that's why I popped that there. So there we go. That is the journal that I made, but of course I had to make another one because this one got far too big. Let me just tie that up. So I used the extra signature and made this one. It has a slight, I think, like purple cast to it. It is from the same paper line, but I used my choicest ones in the first one, and then I think it still looks lovely. And I've used the applique that was sent to me, and then a brooch. I just took the back off a brooch. I'd already cut this flower out of the center of this applique to put in the first journal. So I had this gap. So I found this brooch that I had in silver tones, and I've glued that onto the front. So we'll just have a quick look through here, as most components are the same. A little bit different, I guess. So we have our large tag and our flower on a stick there. A couple of tags, beautiful vintage papers from Lavish Laces. It's just a, what do they call those? Floating pocket. There's just another tag out of the paper collection there. Beautiful ledger papers behind. There's some silver snowflakes in this one. Makes a little bit different, little flip out. You could glue that and make it into a pocket if you wanted to. Beautiful mother of pearls. I tried to get the ones with carvings on in some cases. So yeah, the little ones in the other one as well. I forgot to mention that. Beautiful carved mother of pearl buttons. Have a little tuck spot in there. I seem to have a shadow around my screen, like a it looks kind of like a vignette type thing, so I don't know how that will turn up on video. Another little flip out, another large tag, the same as the other one, because I did put the other paper bag in this journal. The same sort of thing. We have another little tag there made out of the papers, and the large one there, and that one I think has a different lace on it. It has that lace, which are also from Lavish Laces. Really pretty. Those wide laces work nicely for large tags like that. More tags. That one is another ledger page, just in different colorway from Lavish Laces. Just another little floating tag there that I've paper clipped on. There's the typewriting words for this journal. So both journals get that. That was, it's amazing how quickly you pick it up again. Those, you know, those hard keys. At first it's like a struggle, but then you start picking it up quite easily. There's another one of those flowers there. Another little floating pocket with a little tag. A Christmas tree, and in this journal I've cut down a little bit of the silver crepe paper just so it fits in this little pocket, and that comes in this journal. It tucks in that little Christmas tree that was made. Just a little flip. More tags here. And once again, large tag and a embossed paper bag in the back there as well. So there we go. This is just parts of the applique as well from Lavish Laces. These flowers here I think were from a different lace. They're not Lavish Laces. This is Lavish Laces, this one here. So I hope you have enjoyed seeing the journals. I hope those who watched the making of the journal enjoyed the series. These journals will be for sale in my Etsy store. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. This journal has 48 pages. So this is like got half the amount of pages as the other one. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this. And I will put the links to Lavish Laces in the description box below as well. So take care, everybody. Bye.